Hello and welcome back to Happy You Tarot. To all my new subscribers, welcome back. And those of you who are new here and this is your first time finding my channel, hello. I would love to have you as part of the family, so don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, okay? So today, tribe, we are doing a all signs reading from Aries to Leo, and we're going to look at the biggest blessing that's coming towards you, okay? So we're going to get started. I want to take some time and just pray and clear the energy and set the vibe for the reading. And we're going to get started, okay? Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, those that sit at the highest, best frequency for me and the collective. Thank you as always for your love, your support, and your protection and your guidance from the other side. And through this reading, we ask that you come in with your love, your protection, and your guidance. Let me be a clear channel for any and all messages that the collective needs to hear, and let me channel the messages clearly so that they can understand them. Amen, amen, amen. All right, we're going to get started. This is for Aries. So Aries, what I want to look at first, as we're looking at your blessings that are coming in, we're going to look at where you are on your life path, okay? And what's the biggest, what are you learning right now? I like to say that, no matter where we are on our life path, our life journey, we're always learning, right? And sometimes our greatest lessons become our greatest blessings. So for Aries, we're going to look at that. So let's look at where you are. What are you learning? And flip right over. And you have discipline, okay? And your card says, I can accomplish what I set my mind to, okay? So Aries, right now you are learning discipline. And you're learning that, what I'm feeling is that you're seeing evidence that when you focus your intention on things and you're putting, positive time, energy, and efforts into something, that things manifest, okay? So you're understanding that, and that, like I said, whatever energy you pour into a project, a relationship, whatever this is, that you're seeing the blessing of that. For those of you who are maybe stumbling a little bit, then this card just reminds you to stay focused, create the practice of discipline, okay, so that you can accomplish the things that whatever you're setting your intention on, making sure that those things are the things that you're desiring to have, right? Because whatever we focus our intention on is what's going to manifest. So this card just reminds you to make sure that you're manifesting things, things that are coming in for your highest best good, okay, and your highest best self. All right, so that's what you are learning, Aries, discipline. And once again, it says, I can approach what I set my mind, I can accomplish what I set my mind to, okay? Beautiful. All right, so we're also going to take a look at then the blessings, and I'm also going to look at some obstacles, because I know that, sometimes, like I said, our lessons and sometimes our struggles become, some of the greatest, they usher in the biggest blessings, but sometimes it's just hard to see those, right? Because there's maybe some blockages, or maybe just some challenges that we need to be aware of, so that, we are open, we have an attitude of gratitude, so that when this blessing comes in, right, we don't miss it, right? And we're ready for it, so that, like I said, we won't take it for granted. So we're going to look at that, okay? All right, so Spirit, this is for Aries, the biggest blessing that's coming towards them currently. Pull one more. Okay, and then we're also going to take a look at any blockages or challenges currently for Aries. Blockages or challenges. Okay. All right. So, Aries, what you have, the biggest blessing that's coming towards you, I feel like you are moving in a space of emotional stability. You have the Queen of Cups here, okay? So Queen of Cups with this, then we have the Seven of Wands, okay? And it's in the reverse position. And then you have the Six of Swords, Okay, so the Six of Swords talks about moving away from things that no longer serve you. Maybe also moving away from maybe the overthinking mind. Being able to ground and center yourself, and be in the body, right? Not just in the head space, but feeling grounded. So it's moving towards that too. Maybe moving towards if you're being very critical of yourself, maybe the way that you're self-talk, right? The dialogue in your head. What are you saying to yourself? Is it self-defeating thoughts? So the biggest blessing right now for you is that maybe through that you're learning, because with this discipline card being here, that lets me know that if in the past you were thinking certain things about a certain person, place, thing, you notice that whatever you focused your intention on is what manifested. And so now you're some of you are understanding that, well, let me kind of flip that. Well, then if I'm focusing more on the things that I do not, desire, then there needs to be a more intentional focus on the things that I do. And I see that with this Six of Swords here and this Queen of Cups. So moving away from things that no longer serve you. And like I said, that could be the way that you're thinking about a situation, or that you're thinking about yourself, being very critical. And that's causing you to open up, with the Seven of Wands being here, to open up to understanding how to set and maintain healthy boundaries. Okay, so this could definitely be involve people, like maybe family members or a romantic relationship. But you're learning maybe to not engage in things that are going to put you in a self-defeating mentality. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And then your blockage or challenge right now, you have the Golden Mirror, okay, which talks about either seeing things one-sided, or being in situations with other people who only see things their way, one way, right? So Spirit is calling you right now to, because you are growing and you're learning through this discipline energy, that I'm hearing, sitting with those, surrounding yourself with those, like a soul tribe, right? Those that also can respect that you are growing, that you are shifting into becoming your highest best self. And don't be afraid of that. My advice is to, if you see that you are growing emotionally and maturing, and however that looks for you, and however that resonates for you, trust that process, and don't feel that you need to pull yourself back into situations that are where people have like a narcissistic behavior. It talks about love bombing, people that are self-absorbed or just see things one way. Okay, because what I'm picking up is that the Aries that I'm reading for, you may have tried to, in the past, you may have tried to be very understanding with individuals or in situations, seeing their side of a situation, taking other people's, thoughts and feelings into consideration, but it was one-sided. Okay, so you've learned from that. You're learning that didn't serve you anything. As a matter of fact, for a lot of you, it may have put you at like a ground zero. You felt like you were having to start over. And reevaluate, and that may have caused some of the overthinking, right? Where you're being very critical of yourself. And I can see that, because if some of you, if there's a narcissistic energy from a person in your your environment, I can see how that would make you feel less than, make you feel unsure of yourself, a little insecure about your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. Okay, because that's a really heavy energy. You also have, at the bottom of the deck, you have shock. So sudden changes in transformation. So through this discipline and learning to accomplish what you set your mind to, Aries, I think that things are changing, you are transforming. And once again, I just say, trust the process in that, and don't feel the need to be pulled back into situations, right, with people, places, things, right, that are not serving where you are now and where how the divine is transforming you. Okay, don't be afraid to separate from the crowd. I'm hearing trusting, you know, your divine gifts, and that spirit is leading you exactly where you need to be. Okay, and trust that the discipline, right, if you're getting very you know, focused and setting intention and living a very intentional life with this discipline card here, that it's working and you're going to accomplish the things that you set your sights on. Okay, so that's the biggest blessing coming towards you, Aries, is that through discipline and hard work, you're learning who you are, what you need, and the challenge is to not fall back into a, you know, unhealthy pattern. Know that you are going in the right direction. You're right where you're supposed to be, and just keep going. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aries. And then we're gonna look at an angel message for you to wrap it all up. Okay, and you have Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael wants to remind you that you're on a new adventure, and that's what we were seeing, right? Spirit is things are transforming around you. You're being called from spirit, right, to just trust the process and transforming into this better version of yourself. And it says you have what it takes to succeed. And it's also reminding you to review contracts and documents very thoroughly. Okay, so if some of you, I'm speaking to Aries, who are entering in new contracts, business work, even you know, like a verbal agreement with someone. This could be a relationship. Just make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. Okay, all right, and so that's what you have, Aries. I hope that helped. And we're going to move on to Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, what is the biggest blessing that's coming towards you right now? Okay, let's take a look, and we're going to first look at your lesson. So what, my Taurus, is what are you learning? What are you learning? You have the card of humor. Okay, and it says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Okay, so that's where you are, Taurus, on your life path. You're learning to not take things so seriously, right? Balance. Work could be work-life balance. I'm hearing for some of you, learning how to, manage your time working, or just whatever, energy you're putting out, as far as, how you're making a living for yourself, how you take care of yourself, through monetary gain, but also looking at the lighter side, understanding that you have to also nurture your spirit, right? Nurture those emotional parts of you, and that humor, laughter, right? A lot of you also may be focusing more on your inner child. Okay, so there may be some things coming up. A lot of you may be getting back into doing some things that you really enjoyed doing as a child. I know I was speaking with a friend the other day, and I was like, one of the things that I just love to do, like, is on my spare time, as a child, is just sit and read for hours and hours and hours, so that could be the thing for you. You're kind of saving some space, right, to just get back into doing the things that nourish your spirit. Okay, and you're doing that, and you're learning that it's helping you, right? It's helping you grow. It's helping some of you to heal, to just balance some things out in your life, is what I'm feeling on your life path right now. Okay, so humor, Taurus. All right, so let's see. What's the blessing then, Spirit? Because you're looking at you're choosing to focus on the lighter side of life, then how is that ushering in the blessings for you? Let's see what that looks like. Beautiful, Taurus. So because you are choosing to focus on the lighter side of life, choosing to have a attitude of gratitude no matter where you are, and just learn to laugh, right, at yourself, and not take things as seriously, right? What's happening for you? You have the Three of Pentacles. There's an energy of things kind of working in your favor. People wanting to collaborate with you, wanting to invest in you, wanting to be in your company. This lighthearted energy I'm feeling is kind of rubbing off on other people, and they want to be a part of that. They want to sit in that energy with you, okay? Because Three of Pentacles could definitely be, you know, coming together, collaboration, unity. And just like Aries, I think that you are also finding your tribe, right? Your vibe tribe, so to speak. And you also have the Three of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So the Three of Wands talks about there's been something that you're waiting on, and maybe for some of you, you're choosing to wait and just kind of let the universe, let divine timing happen. Okay, with this humor card here being, you know, understanding the lighter side of life, maybe some of you have set intention, and you're understanding the art of just detaching, just letting it go, right? And just trusting that divine timing is at play, okay, is what I'm feeling. And with this Ace of Wands here, that's just a sign of yes, because you are in that energy of that free spirit energy, just letting things come in. You're setting it, and that's not to say that you're not taking life seriously, right? You're not handling your business, so to speak, but you are just you're not so worried about how things are, your needs are going to be met, right? You just know you're trusting in the divine, and you're trusting in the energy and the work that you're putting out. And because of that, the Ace of Wands lets me know yes, things are manifesting for you, or they're going to manifest, because Ace of Wands is energy, momentum, fire energy, a new beginning, and manifestation, the card of manifestation. So that is beautiful, Taurus. And then we're going to look at your angel message. Beautiful message, Taurus. All right, so then you have the Five of Ariel, okay, so which is the Five of Pentacles. And Archangel Ariel is just reminding you that you're not alone. So if you've gone through something, just to take to just know that it says you do not have to go through this situation alone, okay? Help is nearby. And Archangel Ariel is also reminding you to be aware of your thoughts. Be aware, it says negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay, because in traditional tarot, Five of Ariel would be Five of Pentacles, which talks about feelings of being left out in the cold, abandonment. Okay, so a lot of you also, I'm feeling, because I was feeling that some of you are learning to tap back into that childlike self. So maybe you're learning to let go of abandonment. If some of you have gone through childhood abandonment issues, you see them for what they are, you're healing those, and you're choosing to live your life, to live your highest best as an adult, as your adult self, or as your young adult self, right? Just not focusing on what that was, but just letting go and healing that, okay? So that's what I'm feeling as well with that card. So once again, Taurus, Archangel Ariel wants you to know that you're never alone. You can manifest your heart's desire, but be aware of your negative, if you're thinking critical, right? Because it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But for what I'm seeing overall is that a lot of you are setting positive intention, and things are coming in for you, okay, with this Ace of Wands and this Three of Wands energy. All right, so that is beautiful, Taurus. All right, so moving on to who is next? Gemini. So let's see, Gemini. Where are you on your life's path right now? And what are you learning? Right? I always say our biggest, the lessons become our greatest blessings. So what are you learning, Gemini? Gemini, you are learning currently peace. Okay? So you could be sitting in the energy of peace, and you're feeling very grateful. Or what I'm feeling for some of you is Spirit is maybe you are going through some things currently, but the lesson is out of the what you may see as chaos, is for you to learn to focus on peace and joy and happiness, and that those are things are within you, right? They're your God-given birthrights, and that you don't have to look for those things outside of yourself, but know that they are in you, and then reflect that out, and what you put out comes back to you, right? As simple as that. It says, I am a being of love and I release all negativity. Okay, so that's what that's for Gemini. That's beautiful. All right, so let's see then, Gemini, the biggest blessing spirit coming towards Gemini. All right, Gemini. I do see your greatest blessing right now that's coming towards you. You have the Empress card. Okay, so things are growing. You feel accomplished. You feel grounded, rooted. And if you don't yet, there is an energy of that coming in, right? Because once again, you have the right now you're learning peace, that you are a being of love, and you're releasing that negativity and the things that don't serve your greatest good. So the Empress is here letting me know that whatever you're doing, if you're moving in a direction of creating peace, right, focusing more on peace, and like I said, understanding that it's within you, right, and then that's pouring out of yourself is reflecting back to you with this Empress energy, and things are moving in a positive direction. So I feel like that's spirit saying, keep going. Even if you don't see them manifest the way that you would like for it to, keep going, because you have the 8 of Wands here. So things are manifesting for the Empress, right? And that's, it doesn't matter about the gender. Empress is just things are growing and maturing. You're very fruitful, abundant, okay? So really learn to sit into that energy of peace and understanding and gratitude, because just being calm, mind, body, spirit, because it's working for you. You also have the Devil card here, okay? So what I'm feeling is that be mindful that you are releasing things that negative energy, things that don't serve you, because with the Devil card being here, that could speak of like toxic traits, toxic behaviors, compulsion, things that you are negative attachments, right? And with this Peace card, you're releasing those things. So continue to do the work in that area, okay? Be mindful, right, that you are, bringing awareness, bringing awareness to those things in your atmosphere that you do need to release. See them for what they are, but don't just sit in it, right? Because that would make sense with this Peace card, because if you're sitting in that, then I can see how that can feel like torture, right? Like chaos. But spirit and lean on God's understanding, because if the divine has you going through a season where you are sitting in what you may consider the fire, right? You're being tested, you're going through all these obstacles, then just set that intention that I know that, in this moment is preparing me for the greatest version of me, right? In the fire, I'm being refined, okay? Because that's what I'm feeling. It's just to set your intention more on the blessing that's coming out of maybe something that's very hard for you right now, versus just looking at where you are, okay? Seeing yourself out of the situation, and setting your sights on what you desire. What is that going to look like? That victory moment going to look like for you, okay? And being honest with yourself, okay, Gemini? So that's what you have, all right? And so let's pull you an angel card. See what the message is from your angels. Archangel Michael has spoken to almost all of the zodiac signs in this reading. So heavy Archangel Michael energy on my collective right now. I love it. I feel like Archangel Michael is also my angel, so that's beautiful. Archangel Michael reminds you that, you know, you are free, and to be courageous. Make choices that are going to change your situation for the better, okay? Because he's reminding you, he says you're not seeing things clearly, okay? So call that in, right? However you pray or set intention, ask your spirit team, spirit guides, angels, ancestors to help you to see clearly what it is that you need to see, so that you can sit and resonate in this energy of peace, right? Which is your birthright. Happiness, peace, joy, it's yours. But like I said, some of you are not feeling that because you're focusing on the heaviness of the journey right now, the disappointments, right, the lack, and the more you focus on that, the more, right, self-fulfilling prophecy, that's gonna, you know, you're gonna manifest that. But Archangel Michael wants you to remember to release those things. You have to release it in order to usher in the good, right? Because if we're holding on to burdens and hurts, a lot of times we're closed, right? We're sitting as if we have our hands and arms, you know, closed. But when we let go, right, we can open up and receive, okay? So that's your message. So Archangel Michael is just confirming that, you know, what we have seen, okay? All right, Gemini. So take courage, you know, focus on what you want to desire, you know, to have. Even in the midst of the storm, see yourself, you know, at the out of it, in the victory. You know, I'm already in that victory moment, right? And see yourself there at the finish line. I'm done with that, right? Okay. All right. So let's see. We are moving on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. What are you learning right now in your life path, life journey? What's the lesson right now? We know that our sometimes our lessons become our greatest blessings. So what is my Cancer's learning right now? Okay, Cancer, you are learning acceptance. Okay, and it says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Okay, that's beautiful. That's definitely one of the things that I also resonate with. One of the, I guess you could say, affirmation or mantra, something that I remind myself of, right? So